Hey guys, 10 seconds real quick. Do you want me to do Rams live streams? Let me know down below because it would be a great chance to interact with you guys, know your thoughts, and I would be able to interact, have a great time talking Rams with you. Let me know. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Rams video. And today we're going to be talking about should the Rams move on from Jared Goff and will they? But first off, I want to know your thoughts in the comments. So if you want to let me know down below what you think, go ahead and do that right now. But let's get started on the video. So, Jared Goff did not have a very great year, and really last year he didn't have the best year. I gotta say, I'm giving him props for battling through that injury, but statistically and just like what we've just seen over the last 2 years, he just hasn't been up to the level, and it looks like Sean McVay and Jared Goff are just having a little bit of miscommunication, and they are maybe not even seeing eye to eye right now, and that could be Sean McVay moving on from Jared Goff. There are a lot of reports saying that they have to fix this. There's a lot of comparisons that they're comparing Jared Goff and Sean McVay to, but bottom line, they are not really getting along right now or seeing eye to eye. I'm pretty sure that we all know that Jared Goff is not who Sean McVay is wanting right now, and that he actually probably most likely liked John Wolford in there better. We saw more of the deep shots, and you could argue that the deep shots come with Jared Goff. It's the same play calls, but Goff just doesn't take them, and that's really just the confidence level of Jared Goff. I feel like Jared Goff is losing a lot of his confidence with the way that he's played and some of the defenses that have been thrown at him in the previous game. So I think he's really losing his confidence, and he doesn't even want to throw deep anymore. And I think McVay still likes those deep shots. He said he wanted a speedier receiver, can take the top off the defense like Brandon Cooks or something like that, some receiver like that. So they could be targeting that, but it's just, we know Goff is struggling right now. I think Sean McVay definitely sees that, and you can see during the games when Jared Goff is having all these miscues. I think that Sean McVay is definitely getting tired of this. I think he's getting tired of drawing up some play calls, and his quarterback doesn't make good decisions, like that interception against Seattle, the second game, not the playoff game. Just like, that's just that. The throw was just way off. He could have just tucked it and ran it, and that's another one of the points. I think that Jared Goff, just we all know, isn't a very good mobile quarterback at all, and I think that McVay did like Wolford because he brought that aspect. Sean McVay did not pick Jared Goff. He inherited Jared Goff as he came in, and he's worked with him, and it did look pretty good for the first couple of years, but that was with a prime Todd Gurley and a prime offensive line, great receivers. And I'm not saying that our receivers are bad, but we had a speedy receiver is what I should rephrase that as. But now we're just seeing these struggles, and I think McVay wants a different quarterback, and he could be possibly considering Wolford to start in week 1. I'd love to see that, unless we pick up somebody else, possibly in free agency. Let me know also what you think down below, what quarterbacks we could pick up, and which ones you would be interested in. I would obviously love to get Watson, but I don't think that's a very realistic trade that would happen. I just don't see the Texans wanting Goff and like the price that he comes with. So I don't see that as being a very realistic trade. But there are some guys out there, and I even think Wolford has the potential to be a starting quarterback. He's a great leader. He looked calm after he threw that interception, and he's got the wheels. I think McVay does want a guy who has that because it works in his scheme better. And the problem is, I think if Jared Goff was going to be a free agent and they had a chance to re-sign him this year, and they didn't sign a contract, like a mega deal contract as we know, I think that McVay would have let Jared Goff walk, very realistically. And I think McVay knows the situation that he's in, and he's just frustrated with Goff. If something's not fixed soon, I would not be surprised to see Goff go in whatever way, because McVay just looks like he's getting so frustrated. So I could definitely see that happening soon. I think the Rams should eventually move on from Jared Goff. Obviously, they could take a cap hit. I think if you find any trade partners, like possibly like the Jets or the Panthers or even the Patriots, like there are teams that maybe Jared Goff would have more success in, and the schemes. I think Jared Goff has all the talent in the world that you need, besides like obviously the running and everything. He just needs to be in the right scheme, and I think if you find the right scheme for him, he could do well and he could get his confidence back. I hope that would happen, but I just don't think that it's going to be working too much longer in the Rams organization, and that's what I think McVay is considering through and the organization is considering through right now. But let me know again what you think down below. Those are my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe because I do Rams content all the time. Thank you so much. God bless, and horns up.